the way they ran that, Alex, just in general, was just they all were very confident, right? It just exuded confidence. And Kipruto, most people probably don't know a ton about him because he's a 205 guy, and there's a lot of 205 guys in the world right now. But he won Prague this year. He ran 210, and he was 7th in London last year. No reason to go in, hey, this is the favorite. This is the guy that everybody's going to be chasing. But the fact that he didn't like pass Albertson and then immediately go full gas led me to believe he was just real confident. He's like, I'm going to do this on my terms. Okay, we passed this guy who's out real fast. Now I got this other group to contend with. I'm going to whittle that thing down and then go from there. So yeah, this race didn't have many big names in it, like from internationally, especially on the men's side of things. Like, you had DeCisa out there who had obviously he's solid, been solid for years, but there was no clear, hey, this person is the superstar, this person's a favorite, we're all going to defer to them. Maybe there was a little bit of that, but once Kipruto went, I mean, 14-0, man. 14-0 5K in the back half. That's nuts.
Brutal.
It's moving.
Dude, I could not believe how quickly he gapped them. And I used this term during our conversation, Sully, but there was moments when I think CJ maybe had wished he wasn't wearing neon because it was neon blood in the water the whole time. And because once you go around that bend and you catch that, you can see there's like a police barricade or there's a police escort. You can see the time clock and then that neon kit. Like once they saw that, I mean, they just reeled him in. But then, man, I mean, to pour the gas on like Kipruto did, I could not believe how quickly he gapped them. I mean, to be able to throw down like 420s at the end of a Boston is insane. And nobody was even close. Like nobody even tried to cover the move. That's actually maybe what I was most surprised about over the last few miles is I felt like no one was even trying to cover that move. And then when they showed the camera angle, when they finally turned back onto Boylston, I was like, wait, they're not that far behind him. They left that move too late. I think there was somebody in that top 4 pack that if they would have responded earlier, we could have had a tighter race down the home stretch.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. Berhanu was second. He was 46 seconds back. Ymer, who had run one marathon previous, but DNF, but is a recent 58-minute half marathon guy. I thought, hey, maybe this is playing into his hands a little bit here with the slow start. And then Ayano was 56 seconds back. If you look at the splits, Alex, like Kipruto and Albertson basically ran reverses, like the races were opposite of each other, right? Because he had a 2-minute 13-second lead at halfway, and then the gap from Kipruto to Albertson at the finish was 153. So held on a little bit better. But so basically, Albertson was 104. He sets his half marathon PB at halfway. He goes 104 and then a 106 and change or something. And Kipruto does 106 and then closes in 104 there. So they just went the other direction.
And you called this out during the race to me. It's like when there's guys in a pack that can run 58 for half, right? Like what that does to your strategy on the upfront, it's a total mind shift, right? Because 58s, 59s, like that is so fast. And especially in a race like Boston where things start to roll downhill towards the end, like what is your race strategy going to be? Like, I mean, if you really, the more we talk about it, the more actually it made sense for CJ to like try to put the gap in at first. Because again, if you have a 58 guy, if you're not going to hang with him on the back half of the race, right? So like, let's say CJ is like on the heels of one of these dudes who can run sub 60 for the half. Like you're gonna watch their backside, and they're just gonna drift away from you over the final miles. Like putting a big gap on them may have been the only real strategy that an American had to win today, and he tried it.